good, y'all? Welcome to my review for Eyes of Wakanda. Yeah, I know I am extremely late on this review, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure when this show had initially dropped at the beginning of the month, I'm pretty sure I was busy with some other stuff, and like there was some other stuff I was recording for, so I didn't get the chance to watch it then. And then I just straight up forgot this show even existed until I like saw something on like Twitter or something, and I was like, oh shit, Eyes of Wakanda! I still need to watch that. So here we are. I just finished it today, man. I watched it, started earlier today, and finally finished it. I'm recording this on Saturday, though. I have a feeling I might end up having to post this review on Sunday, just because it's getting pretty late right now. But overall, man, Eyes of Wakanda was spectacular, man. Especially from the animation point of view. Like, to jump ahead real quick, guys, easily the animation here is easily the highlight of this show, man. This show is fucking gorgeous. From the opening intro, man, which at least according to Sakugaboro, because this was actually on Sakugaboro to my surprise. I did not expect to see anything of Eyes of Wakanda on Sakugaboro, but just just in case, I did check to see it was on there, man, because I love the look of it. It really looked like it was actually done with 2D. But from the post on Sakugaboro for the intro, this is apparently entire sequence is done by one guy by the name of Michael Schlingman? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right. I feel like I'm mispronouncing that. But he apparently was the animator that animated this entire sequence, or at the very least, he's the only one that's credited for this cut, for this sequence for the intro, man. But either way, man, whether this was all 2D or if this was like 2D and 3D or just completely in 3D in a really unique style, this was absolutely incredible, man. I wish Sakugaboro did allow 3D, animation on their side, man, because, man, there would have been so many cool cuts I would love to see, man, from the show, man. The backgrounds especially, man. Like, I thought nothing could ever top Your Name for having the best backgrounds I've ever seen in animation. And while if Your Name still holds that crown for anime, I think from animation in general, I think Eyes of Wakanda might actually match it. I wouldn't say it surpasses it, but I think it's either damn close or tied with Your Name for having some of the best backgrounds I've ever seen. The backgrounds in the show, man, are truly spectacular. They look straight like they look straight like paintings a lot of times in various episodes, in a couple of the episodes, especially like the first episode especially, though that episode, and probably the second one as well, the backgrounds really shine. But there's a couple shots in the third episode as well of the background when you get to see like Wakanda through the glass, through the windows in the facility, in the base that they're in, man. It's really fucking cool, man. Seriously, the backgrounds in the show, man, are absolutely incredible, man. Like, that's easily the one thing that's a highlight show that I think everyone can agree on is without a doubt the animation, man. This show was absolutely spectacular, man. Seriously, which apparently was done by Axis Animation. I'm literally looking up Google right now. That was apparently the studio that animated this show. Which, if I remember correctly, I think they're based out of Africa. I want to say when the show got announced, it was announced like they got some studio out of Africa to animate this. I could be wrong though, but I'm sure it's predominantly a black studio. Judging for it's Eyes of Wakanda, I imagine they probably got a predominantly black studio to animate this. But I think this is something they got studio out of Africa to do this, man, or I might be misremembering, thinking something else entirely. But regardless of such, man, they did an absolutely incredible job, man. Marvel Animations, they've introduced that branch to the Marvel Studios, line, man, has been absolutely killing it. X-Men 97 speaks for itself, man, and Eyes of Wakanda is no different. This was truly spectacular. Anyway, so enough jumping jet, let's jump right into the show itself. So it stars Whitney Harlan. Apparently, Danya Guria, I promise. I know I'm butchering this poor woman's name. Who you guys know is Okoye. She's apparently listed in the credits in the show, man. I don't recall ever seeing Okoye in the show. She might have done some background stuff that was a blink and you missed it, or Google just fucking up, man. But she's listed here. Jonah Zhao, Chris Williams, Anaki Noni Rose, Zeke Alton, Larry Harold, and many more in the plot of Eyes of Wakanda. Wakandan warriors who, throughout history, have traveled the world to retrieve dangerous vibranium artifacts. So that's basically what the show is. It's an anthology series on various various people within Wakanda. They're part more specific part of this group. I think they're called like the Wolf Gang or something, the Wolf Gang or something, like Wolf something. I forget the exact name of it. And they're all just like in their whole job is just do covert operations to take back artifacts that feature feature have vibranium and to bring them back to Wakanda that were stolen. That's basically the whole plan. That's the kind of the connecting thread between each of the 4 episodes between them. So overall, man, I think for me personally, the best episode was definitely the first episode with Noini. She was so fucking cool, man. Honestly, I would love if this got a season 2, or hell, I would love to see this one get her own solo series, give her a 6 episode like mini series or something, man, or just get to see her various adventures as part of this group, man. And you'll retrieve her because I really liked her personality, man. She was really cool, man. I also got to say, I love the art style in the show, man. I love like the more triangular faces with the long necks and like with and like the pointy chins. It kind of looks like this is probably weird, paintings or artifacts or sculptures or whatnot of Egyptian cats. Like it kind of has that same vibe to it, which given its place, Africa and everything, I'm sure it was probably done on purpose. But I really like the look of that, man. I really like the look of the art style of the show, man. I already mentioned how great the animation is. The intro is great, man. There's so many great sequences out the show, man, that just look absolutely just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Especially with the backgrounds, man. Like there's this one sequence with Noini and this lion dude that she's facing off. That's a former member of Wakanda that she's trying to get back into Wakanda because he's like running rampant there and then like enslaving people and whatnot. Like where they like fighting and like they're fighting, you got like these like little like scarves or fabrics blowing in the wind that reminded me a lot. Like that whole sequence reminded me a lot of Sinbad, DreamWorks Sinbad for some reason. I don't know if anyone else got Sinbad vibes from that first episode when they were watching that part of the episode or not, man. But it did to me, man. And I thought the choreography there was really good, man. There's just so many great shots, man. Like in episode 2, where you got the black dude traveling up the wall. Backgrounds look amazing. The whole sequence where he's fighting up against Achilles. Incredible, man. Once again, the background's so incredible, man. Animation there was so good. The cinematography in the show is truly godly, man. Like, this show, without a doubt, has the sauce. That is a fact, man. This show has the sauce. This is probably the best looking thing to come out of Marvel this year. which isn't really saying much, to be fair. But to be fair, Captain America, Brave New World had some really great shots, man. Thunderbolts was really well shot as well. Fantastic Four had some pretty good moments as well, man. But definitely that was probably the weakest one out of the 3. But this one's probably easily my favorite, man. Like this show, like I said, was just truly jaw-droppingly gorgeous, man. Like I said, animations are incredible, man. The backgrounds, especially, man, are a feast for the eyes, man. Like this whole show was just a feast. If you are an animation, enthusiast, man, you are a Sakuga enthusiast, man. You love animation. You want to learn more about animation or whatever the case may be. Watch this show, man. Like even if you're not even that big on Marvel or you weren't even that super high on the Black Panther movies, I don't care, man. You will love this. You will at least get something out of this show just from the animation alone. It's worth watching just for the animation alone, man. It's truly, truly incredible. So you guys get out Disney Plus, go watch the show just for the animation alone. It is truly spectacular. But yeah, she's cool, man. The other leads we followed throughout the rest of the series, man, I thought were pretty good as well. Though she was obviously the highlight, man. The one that, like, episode 3 was my second favorite episode, which was the Iron Fist episode, which is really cool to finally see the immortal Iron Fist once again. Man, obviously this time it's a different, person. The other my it's an Asian woman by the name of Jorni, if I'm pronouncing her name right. She was cool, man. I really liked her. She reminded me. This is gonna be like once again like with Sinbad. This is probably the most bizarre comparison ever, but this is what I thought of what was going through my mind while I was watching the episode. She looked and reminded me a lot of Penny from Proud Family. Did anyone else, like I said with the Sinbad comparisons early on in the video, did anyone else get that vibe of her that like she like kind of looked like Penny and like gave off the same vibes as Penny from the Proud Family? Maybe she was the inspiration for that character. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise you, it's Disney. Which by the way, guys, if you guys did not know, apparently Proud Family, Loud and Proud got a season 3 and it's already up on Disney Plus. It dropped like a few weeks ago. I did not know that. I literally had no idea. I literally told my mom resubscribed to Disney Plus because she unsubscribed for a bit, but she finally resubscribed again along with Hulu, so thankfully I can go back to watching Marvel shows and Star Wars and whatnot legally. Now I'm gonna like pirate them or whatnot like I had to do with Andor, so that's good. And I also get to rewatch Disney movies. I got the Fantastic Four movies and everything, man. All's good. I don't got pirate shit. We got Hulu again, which is gonna come in handy for December. Or October, because horror movies and whatnot. But anyway, as I was saying, when I literally, like, as soon as I opened up Disney Plus again, the first thing I saw was Proud from Louder, Proud. She was like, what the fuck? When did this get announced? How did I not know that there was a season 3 announced at Proud Family? And look at that, I posted it on Twitter. Someone replied, "Oh yeah, it just dropped, man. They dropped the trailer like a couple days ago, man." And then someone else replied, like they apparently announced this like a year ago, and it just now released, man. I don't know why. I thought after the second season that show was done because it went multiple years without no new season updates and everything, man. No, nothing from that show, man. But then they just randomly dropped season 2. It's like, okay, we got third season. Cool. I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with them. And they look like, and judging from the trailer, I know I'm going off the, but this is the last thing I want to mention. Judging from the trailer, it looks like they're going to revisit the whole colorist thing, which you guys remember was a pretty controversial from, I want to say it was like the first season of Louder, probably might have been season 2, where they had a whole enemy, that whole episode, Wendy, and the dude that only liked her because she was white in that whole episode, man. A lot of people had a lot of opinions on that one, myself included, and a friend of mine. As well, man. Like, people were saying, like, how it didn't really do what it looks like. It looks like they're going to be revisiting that season, probably, and possibly do a better job of it, maybe. Learn from the criticism of that initial episode, which I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out, if that's what they go, just from judging from when I saw the trailer with the fat bitch. But anyway, whatever the case may be, back to the show itself. But yeah, she reminded me of Penny for some reason. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, she was cool, man. It was cool to see the Iron Fist once again, man. I love the design of the Iron Fist in the show, man. I love that mask she was wearing, man. And to confirm, the Iron Fist does look very similar to how we saw it in the Netflix show, which was pretty cool to see because I was guys the Netflix shows are now counted. So it was nice that they actually kept the same look of it they had in the show in this show as well, just to keep that continuity with the canon. So I thought that was kind of cool because I was kind of wondering if they were going to show, because like there was like one scene where you see her like lighting up her fist, but you don't actually see the fist. It's just the glow of it on like her mask. So I was like, are they not going to show off the actual Iron Fist? But later on, they do actually show you the Iron Fist itself. And it looks very similar to how it did in the Netflix show, which I thought was cool. So I was happy to see they actually kept the look of it the same and didn't really change it up, which was nice. But yeah, that was a hype episode as well, man. The whole episode, the second episode was pretty good as well, man, where you got this other dude working with Achilles, from the Odyssey and whatnot. And like he tears and he like cuts, and like while they're fighting, he cuts his Achilles, which I just thought was funny. I feel that had been done on purpose. Like when they were discussing how they were gonna write this episode or choreograph, they're like, why don't we have them cut Achilles? They all got each other like fucking put in the episode or something, like, because like I just thought that got a laugh at me when I saw him when he saw him cut his Achilles. I was like, all right, I see you. But yeah, the rest of the characters, man, were really good, man. The fight choreography for the show, man, it's phenomenal, man. Really well animated fights, and yeah. The music is also pretty good as well, but nothing really too crazy, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of the tracks are just reused from the movies, I think. I don't think there was any new original tracks. I could be wrong, though. But I'm pretty sure most soundtracks were just reused from the films. But yeah, it was really cool, man. I like the soundtrack as well. My only problem, I say, would have this show is that I wish... this is mostly a problem with the first episode, considering what it was going, rather than like the second, the third, and the fourth episodes, because they didn't really deal with it as much. But I wish there was a bit more blood in the show. Now, I'm pretty sure the show is more marketed towards kids, towards a younger audience, a family... and I'm not expecting the show to go full rated R and have people decapitating heads or whatnot, man. But a little blood ain't hurt nobody, because I thought, and we actually do get to see a little bit of blood. So the first episode, I think it was like another episode as well, episode 2 as well. And I think there's one other episode where we got to see a little bit of blood. When we do see blood, man, it looks really good in this art style, man, and it looks very striking, man. I love the look of it, so I wish they used a little bit, blood was used a little bit more liberally, because I just think it would look really good, man. Like I said, I'm not asking for anyone to get like decapitated or like get their hearts cut out or whatnot, man. Like, I'm not asking for this to be a radar, but like someone getting cut open, some blood pouring out, man, some blood running down their face, man, I think would have done a lot, man. I just want the show with a little bit more bloodier with the fight, because the little bits of blood we do get to see, man, look fantastic, and I wish there was more of it, man. But that's just my personal opinion. Also, like, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I really want to see Noemi get, like, I would love to see her either get like a season 2 that's just focused on her journey, having offense, if they ever decide to go and continue this concept and make a season 2 of it, or keep it as an anthology, or give her own solo series, like call it Noemi's Eyes of Wakanda or something. I don't know. But I would like to see, because I would love to see more of her. I would love to see more of her, man. She's my favorite character in the entire show, man. She was really cool, man. I wish we got to see more of her in this show. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. Maybe she'll get like her own comic or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys for Eyes of Wakanda. Pretty short review, man. There was only 4 episodes. There wasn't really much to talk about. But I do also like that in the last episode, they do actually connect back to the first movie with the axe that you see Killmonger grab. That's the artifact that these two characters are trying to grab, man. And they do this really cool thing where, like, where there's like the last the last Black Panther being this queen, and she's from the dystopian future that very much reminded me of Days of Future Past. That was really cool, man. I loved her armor, man. It was sick. And so that was pretty cool as well, man. I would love to see a series on that future, on that, like, dystopian future as well. See more of that, because that shit was cool when we saw in the final episode as well, man. But yeah. There's a lot of cool concepts in the show that I would love to see them expand on if they ever did a season 2, or maybe gave these characters their own, like, mini-series themselves, split them off, or just gave them comic books or something. I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool. But anyway, guys, overall, I give this show a 9 out of 10, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on social if you feel like it. Links are across below. And as always, back for more. See you guys next time.